Good morning to all of you. Sorry, there was some technical interruption, so we are starting now. Manjari Khandelwal, I agree with you. Physics sir is rude. Who agrees with me? I agree. Okay, I am very rude. Okay. So when I was born, my parents thought of giving the name rude to me, right? But others suggested please don't give such a name, so my name was changed. But yes, I agree. So I am definitely very rude to such students who hate physics or don't like studying. They are more into Insta and other things, right? They'll find me very rude. So, good morning rest of you. Yes. Lucifer also agrees. Fine. Yes, I am. So those who think, I am very happy with that. You should have that feeling for me. Okay. So those who hate physics, they hate me. I can assure you that. And those who love physics, when they are in person in front of me, they will definitely not hate me. That also I can assure. So let's come back. So in last class, we had discussed about trigonometry, and we saw about the trigonometric ratios, where they are positive, where they are negative, and how do we take positive angles, negative angles, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Good morning once again to all of you. I am fine, okay, but more than being fine, I am rude. Thank you. So how are you? You are asking, so I am rude because one of the students correctly identified me. Okay, so so I was talking about trigonometry. So trigonometric ratios we saw, and all sine, tan, cos, or add sugar to coffee, or all silver teacups, right? So that method you saw. Now I told towards the end that we have say large angles or say small angles, then how you can find the values easily. I had told you about two important angles, 37 degree and 53 degree. They are sine, cos values, tan values also. Fine. So that you will keep with you. Remember that. Now I will tell you two techniques of finding the sine, tan, cos values of different angles. So some important formulas, and then I will also tell you about graph. We have in trigonometry, we are continuing with trigonometry. We have compound angle formula. Now what do we mean by compound angle? Compound angle means more than one or a larger angle. So when we are taking sine, if we take two angles A and B are any two angles. If we are taking sine A plus B, or if you are taking sine A minus B. So this one you have to remember, it's sine A cos B. Just alternately this will change. If you have sine A plus B or sine A minus B, you will take sine A cos B and now change it or interchange it. So it will become cos A sine B. Cos A sine B. Now I will tell you also one more thing, but I have left this place vacant. Please wait and see what I am going to write here. Similarly, if you see cos, either they will give you A plus or A minus B. So what you will do, you will take both cos and both sine. Okay. Now there is an important property which you all should know. You can think also, if I ask you theta is equals to 0 degree, what is the value of sine? Your answer will be sine 0. If you have theta is equals to 0 degree and I ask you cos, you will say cos 0 is 1. If I ask you 0 degree, and if I ask you 90 degree, you will see something. Sine theta will become 0, cos theta 1. Sine 90 becomes 1 and cos 90 becomes 0. So one important observation you can make is, as you are increasing the angle, you can see sin theta increases. So theta you are increasing. So you saw that sin theta increased. And what about cos theta? Cos theta decreased. So if angle is more, what I am trying to say, if angle increases, then sin theta increases. Same you can go with tan also, even tan. Tan theta 0 is 0 and here it will be infinite, means it is also increasing. Sin theta and tan theta both will always increase, whereas cos theta will always decrease. So there is an important concept which if you keep in mind, then you will never get trapped over here whether to use plus or minus. See why. Now here first we are talking of sine. So when I am saying sine A plus B means bigger angle. A plus B means bigger angle, and when angle is big, sine will be also big. So that means this value should be big. So to make it big, what you should use, plus or minus? The answer is plus. So I will use plus sign. If I am writing A minus B, you are subtracting. A minus B means you are subtracting. The angle becomes small. So sine value also will become small. So when can you make it small? By subtracting. So here I will write minus. So if here there is plus in sine, here also plus. If there is minus, here will be minus. That's it. Now come to cos. In cos, cos A, cos B, sin A, sin B. What I will put here in between? Let's check. When you have cos A plus B again large angle. Large angle or big angle, if angle is big, cos is small. If angle is big, cos is small. So if you have A plus B, automatically it has to be small, so you will put minus. Yes, and if A minus B means small angle. A minus B is small angle, so small angle cos will be large. Cos will be large, so you have to add. So you will use a plus sign. That's it. So once you get this value, then immediately if you know sine, you know cos, then you can find tan. How to get tan? Don't waste your time in tan. Tan is simply, you can say, sine by cos. So just by dividing, you will get tan. Now please let me know this is clear or not. This is called as compound angle formula. So many times what happens, students get confused that sir, how we will know 180 minus theta, sine 180 minus theta is sine theta or cos theta or minus sine theta. You can very easily find that. So see how we do that. From here, example, if suppose you are worried about sine 180. So sine 180, okay, I think vanilla fancy. You need to be, acha, you are bidding bye to Kushal, so let me bid bye, goodbye to you also. Kindly make vanilla fancy out of the chat. Okay. Sine 180. Sine 180 I can write as 90 plus 90. So you can use this formula. So it will simply give you sine 90 cos 90 plus cos 90 sin 90. But we know cos 90 is 0, so this is 0, this is 0. So you get 0. Just to show you, if anyone has any confusion, you can find it. We know cos 180 is how much? Minus 1. If you have confusion, you can check there. Cos 180, this I am telling, suppose you are clueless or you are doubting yourself, I am thinking this is correct or not. You can cross check. Cos 180, again you will write cos 90 plus 90. But here we have plus, so here minus will come. So you will write cos A cos B, cos 90 cos 90, plus is there, so here minus sin A sin B, sin 90 sin 90. Now what is cos 90 cos 90? Cos 90 is 0, so this will be 0. Sin 90 is 1, So 1 into 1 is 1. So you will immediately see the answer will come as -1. Yes. I know many of you know that orally you know that, sir, what is the big deal? We know this. But I am saying, if ever you are seeing things like you are confused with, sir, sine 180 minus theta is sine theta or cos theta or what? You can get, sir, sine 180 plus theta, what it will be, cos or sine plus or minus, you can get. Anything, any angle you want to find sine and cos, you can check from here. Is it clear? Please let me know this concept is clear to everyone. Okay, beta. So now what we will do, we will take big angles and we will use what we studied in last class. According to that, we will try to solve and get the values fast. Okay, fine. First I will take 2-3 examples more. See here. Suppose I am given sine 15 degree. Now sine 50, what is sine 50, 15 degree? I can write it in terms of two angles which I already know. So can I write sine 15 as sine 60 minus 45, or you can say 45 minus 30, both options. Now I will show you something more interesting over here. What is that? Sometimes suppose they ask you find sine 15, cos 15, tan 15, everything. I will show you here. You can use both. Yes, I have written both. Either write 60 minus 45 or 45 minus 30. You can write both. Now see. So here I will use sine A, cos B minus cos A, sine B. So this will become root 3 by 2 and cos 45, cos 60 1 by 2 and sine 45. So my answer will be root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Or you could have done this also, sine 45, cos 30, cos 45, sine 30. That is sine 45 1 by root 2, cos 30 root 3 by 2, cos 45 1 by root 2, sine 30 1 by 2. Same answer you will be getting. Check. Values are same only. Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. I have solved by both methods. Whatever you take, you will get same only. So if it is 75, so 75, what will happen, beta? I won't waste my time also. Now see, sine 75, I will write sine 60 or 30 plus 45 will I write? Now see, why I won't waste time. You saw here 45 minus 30. 45 minus 30 you are getting minus. Here you are getting plus. So in sine also here plus will come. So the direct answer will become, check here. If I know it is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So why? Because sine 45 minus 30. So 45 minus 30 you are getting minus. So if you are getting 45 plus 30, so sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, so it will directly become root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Easy or not? Yes, correct. Root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. So now we have result. We can say from here, whenever we have Sine 90 minus theta, you write cos theta. You can verify all of this by what we have seen, but few results which are handy, you can use whenever required. Cos 90 minus theta, sine theta. Sine 90 plus theta is also cos theta, but sine cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. If you say, sir, how? I have told you the formula of a plus b, a minus b, you can check. You can cross check, you will understand by your own, you will feel that happiness, yes, I have proved. So putting the value of sine a plus b or cos a plus b, you can check that. So these are some important set of results which you can directly use. Sine 90 minus theta, sine 180 minus theta is sine theta, and cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. Please take a screenshot of these important results which will be used in several cases. So these are all obtained using sine a plus b, a minus b, or cos a plus b, a minus b. And don't worry now about tan. If you know sine and cos, divide both, you will get tan. Why to remember extra formula for it? Okay. So just for as an example, if I ask you what is sine 120 degree, beta, I was just advising you or suggesting you that you, instead of noting down, take a screenshot, because might be because of the time limitation, I have to be a bit fast and you are not able to note that thing. So later on you always have that option of taking a screenshot and noting it down, or pausing the video and doing that. So that's why I said it was a suggestion from my side. It can save time also and help you more to focus on the class instead of writing. Later when you will again hear, you can note down. So here sine 120. Now if I want to write sine 120, I can write using this form. If I use sine 120 as 180 minus 60, and I know sine 180 minus theta is sine theta, so it will directly become sine 60. Sine 60 means root 3 by 2. But on the other hand, if I write cos, I can write cos 180 minus 60, but cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, so it will become minus half. You can use 90 plus theta also, no harm. Check. If you use sine 90 plus 30, so sine 90 plus theta, I said cos theta, so you can write cos 30. You will get the same answer, root 3 by 2, if you use this also. If you feel like cos 120, you can use cos 90 plus 30 also. But cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta, so minus sine 30. Minus sine 30 means minus half. Definitely, whatever you want to use out of the given set you use, you will get the same answer. So whenever we have sign of angles which are obtuse, you are seeing still we are getting positive sign. And whenever we are seeing obtuse angle but cos, you are getting negative sign. Understood? So sine obtuse angle also positive, acute also positive. But cos obtuse angle is negative, and you can justify it by that all silver teacups. All silver teacups, when you have obtuse angle means second quadrant. Second quadrant means sine is positive, cos is negative. So from there also you can see that cos 120 is negative, whereas sine 120 is positive. Everything will be justified. They all will work in a coordination in a proper way. Who said we should take only theta as 30? Or I am taking either take 90 plus 30 or 120 minus 180 minus 60. You can take both. So sine 180 minus theta, sine theta. Cos 180 minus theta minus cos theta. Cos 90 minus theta is sine theta, but cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. And I told if you are having any problem in any, you can justify by the formula a plus b and a minus b which I wrote. Is it clear now? Okay. Now, can anyone remind me of the last two angles which I had told it towards the end of previous class as homework? I think I gave. I told that tell me the I think I vaguely remember as sine and tan values I asked to find. Can anyone just remind me what was the angles I had taken towards the end of the class? Please tell me the value. Then I will show you quickly that how we can find that sine tan whatever is asked. Tan 840. And sine 225, okay. Sine 225. Now can I write sine 225 as 180 plus 45? I can write? Okay. I will show you multiple ways of getting the answer. Now, I can write sin A, cos B, cos A, sin B. Sin 180 is 0, cos 180 is minus 1, this whole term becomes 0, sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So, see, those who think that I should not do any mistake, you can get that easily. Or not? Now let's see. They have asked tan 840. Now let's try to, I said that if you are seeing tan, think that if I know sine and cos then I can get tan. Let's try something. If I have sine 840, did I tell you in last class that when you have angles 0 degree, after full turn you keep on repeating yourself. So 0, 360, 720 all are same. That means sine 840 is more than 720. Can I write 720 plus 120? Now can you see 720 is same as 0, 720 is same as 0 degree. 0, 360, 720 all are repetition, full circles. So that is 0 only. So you are left with how much? Sine 120. And I just told the example sine 120 is nothing but root 3 by 2. And we know cos 840 similarly, it will become cos 120 which is minus 1 by 2. So if they ask tan 840, it is simply divide sine 840 by cos 840 which is minus root 3. So if anyone has any confusion, you can always cross check and find this value in this way. This means some may say, sir, why to go by this? This is means it will give you 100% without confusion result. So angle 840 degree is equivalent to 120 degree. Remember this thing. Always see the angle, compare it with 0, 360, 720 and so on. So you can see which range it is lying. 840 is more than 720, so I will write 720 plus 120. But 720 is nothing but same as 0 degree. 360 degrees same as 0 degree. Okay, so here we directly write 840 like this. So is this set of results clear to all of you? Okay, one more important set of results that we will be writing over here, and this also I would like you all to make a note of, and that also comes from what we have studied. If A and B, there are two angles, both are equal to theta. A and B both are equals to theta. Then if I write sine A plus B, it will be written as sine 2 theta. And if you see, it will become sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, repetition. So you directly get very, very important result. Sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta cos theta. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. And one more, if you go by cos A plus B, you will write cos 2 theta. Now if you write cos A cos B, cos A cos B, cos A cos B, so cos square theta, minus sin A sin B, which is sin square theta. So cos square theta minus sin square theta. But I am not stopping here, I am going to write one important formula which we will study and use very much in vectors and all the chapters where vectors are used. Cos square theta minus sin square theta. Now see, cos square theta minus sin square I can write, you all know sin square plus cos square is 1, so sin square can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. So here cos square minus minus plus 2 cos square theta minus 1. 2 cos square theta minus 1. Aditya Kumar, might be possible that even though you are taking the name of Lord Ram, whom I respect and I am a big devotee of him, but still I won't take more than a few seconds to make you out of the class, because presently class is going on. So here we are discussing about the concepts of trigonometry which will be used in physics. So again, it is a request, Aditya Kumar, kindly abstain or refrain yourself from writing anything else that does not pertain to the class going on. So 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is one way of writing. And there is one more way of writing. Why I am saying these all things will finally come. Whatever I am writing in box, those formulas are important to you. 2 cos square theta minus 1. So if you arrange from here, cos square theta, 2 cos square theta can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta. So cos square theta becomes 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Very, very, very important formula. Cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. And similarly, if I put cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta, listen here, if I put cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta, and again I write 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, so taking sin square on one side and bringing this term on this side, you will get 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. So there is a very important set of formulas. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. And cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Sin square theta is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Is it clear? So sin square theta is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Please check these two set of formulas. These are also very, very important, and sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay, so let's see. Array 1 minus 1 is 0 na sir. Why I am taking 1 minus 1? It is not cos square, it is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, not cos square. So let's see an application of this. You will understand where it can be used, where it becomes effective. Just see. Suppose you get a form Suppose we have a form like this. You will see, if you think that why we are wasting time in these all things, let the chapters come in vectors and all, you will see such forms coming in many chapters. So suppose we have tan y is equals to root under 1 minus cos x by 1 plus cos x. So if you are getting this form and they are asking what is y in terms of x, the angle, can we find or not? Now see what we can do. We can assume x, suppose I take x as 2 theta. Then see what will happen. Tan y is root under 1 minus cos 2 theta by 1 plus cos 2 theta. Now see from here, 1 minus cos 2 theta can be written as 2 sin square theta. Yes beta, NCERT class 10th question, but when it is used in NEET or JEE 11th class or 12th class question, then it starts giving nightmare to students. That time I don't hear the word, sir it is to NCERT maths. The problem is that suddenly becomes difficult. Physics, when maths is just like that, it is very easy. But when it is clubbed and then used in physics, students suddenly forget. In physics, when it is used, students even forget the value of sin 30. They think that array sin 30 in physics is being asked, that means it will be something else. It should not be 1 by 2. It should be something else because it is used in physics. So that time everybody forgets. So that's why I am dealing with these things. Just to see these relations, if they are used in physics later, how you can solve. Now 1 minus cos 2 theta I can write 2 sin square theta, and 1 plus cos 2 theta I can write 2 cos square theta. 2 cancels. So if 2 cancels, you are left with sin square by cos square is tan square under root will become tan theta. So tan y is tan theta but what is theta? X I took 2 theta, so that means theta became x by 2. Theta became x by 2. So from here, when both sides tan are equal, that means y will become equals to x by 2. Understood? Don't worry, all of you will get the chance of seeing such things in physics, and I'll be more than happy if that time you are able to solve the questions very fast, but just by thinking, "Arey, this to we have already studied in class 10th maths." So it is all about using the concepts which you have already learned in other place. If you are able to do that, then definitely it will become very easy for you. Physics will become easy for you. So y will become x by 2. So theta is, x is 2 theta, so theta will be x by 2. So y is equals to x by 2. Is this thing clear to everyone? You can use, beta, if you use x is equals to theta, then you have to write in terms of theta by 2, it will come in theta by 2 directly. So I am just avoiding fractions. I am just trying to relate with what formula here we have, so that no one gets confused. Arey sir, you told sine square theta here and cos 2 theta, you are writing now theta by 2, how we will understand? So I am discussing this so that everyone in the class, whether they have learnt it in ICSE, CBSE, NCERT or whatever, so we can use it in an effective way. Just avoid fractions. So better take 2 theta, so no, there is no need of fraction. Okay. So Saujanya, I hope you got why I have taken 2 theta, so that I can relate. Whenever you are seeing 1 minus cos something, try to use this formula. Here you are seeing 1 minus cos something. When you are seeing 1 plus cos something, try to use 1 plus cos something. So when you use it in this particular way, then you will be able to solve. That's why I have taken 2 theta here. So now onwards, I think you won't be having any difficulty in understanding this. Now I will tell you last towards the end one more method by which for big angles also you can find the values very easily. Okay, sine, cos, tan, whatever they ask you can find very easily, which is graph based method. Let's see fast. I won't be taking much time to explain. Graphs of sine theta, cos theta. Now sine theta, cos theta, they keep on repeating themselves till infinity. How they keep on repeating themselves till infinity? Let's see. If you see the graph of sine, and I will not be drawing the entire graph, you will understand which portion is of use to us. So sine, this is 0. Theta we are taking in degree. Now I said 0 degree, 360 degree, 720 degree, ... all same. All start from here on itself. Now sine graph goes like this. It has a peak value of +1 and -1. So the graph keeps on repeating like this. 0, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, this is 360 degree. This value is 1, this value is -1. Now if you see the other important values, you can quickly check from here, which we use. 30 degree, then we have 45 degree, then we have 60 degree. If you see the values, 30 degree, one by 2, 60 degree, 45 degree, 1 by root 2, 60 degree, root 3 by 2. These are the angles. Now same, yes, you can write in pi also beta, no problem. Now same things get repeated here at same separation. At same separation, here you are seeing 30 degree, here 30 degree less, 30 degree less than, see 30 degree more than 0, 30 degree less than 180, same value you are getting 1 by 2. 45 degree more than 0, 45 degree less than 180, 135 degree. So in this particular way, this is 60 degree more than 0, this is 60 degree less than 180 degree, 60 degree less than 180 degree, 120 degree. So you can see the values. So whatever value you are getting for 30 degree, same angle you are getting for 150. Whatever angle you are getting for 45, same you are getting for 135. Whatever you are getting for 60, same you are getting for 120. Why? Because I already explained this. I am just trying to show 150 degree is nothing but 180 minus 30. And I told sine 180 minus theta is sine theta only. 135 is 180 minus 45. So same angle. This I already told in trigonometry. So same thing happens here. That's why I am just explaining. Sine 120 will have the same value as 180 minus 60. Just to show this. And what happens? Greater than 180, these values are just reversed. Greater than value 180, these values are just reversed. So here, whatever you are getting positive, it will become negative. So if I go 180 minus 30 degree, I have 150 degree, sine 150, you are seeing how much value, see the value. Sine 150, you can see 1 by 2. I am zooming it out in more. If you cannot see, I will just explain here. See here what I am trying to say. Sine 180 minus 45, sorry, minus 30, you are getting sine 150. Sine 150, you are getting plus half. Now if I go, if I am asked that tell me the value, sir, of sine 210 degree. So sine 210 is 180 plus 30. 180 plus 30. Now see, 180 minus 30 was 1 by 2. So 180 plus 30 will come here. It will become negative. The graph is negative. So you can see it will become minus sine 30. Means it will become minus 1 by 2. Means whatever you are getting for 30 degree, same you are repeating from 180 also. 180 minus 30 also same as 0 plus 30. But after 180 the graph becomes negative. So if you want to check that acha, I am going to get positive or negative value, I can clearly say that since the angle is more than 180 and less than 360, I am seeing the sine graph is negative. If sine graph is negative, that means I am going to get negative value. So sine 210 is minus half. Yes, yes, beta, yes. Only sine and cos. I would personally suggest you, this is my suggestion. If you remember sine and cos, you don't need anything else. Everything you can find. Is it clear? So this is more than sufficient. Yes, you can get tan also. In next class, in the beginning only, I will tell you about cos and tan graphs. Just for your information, how tan graph is drawn, we will definitely see that, and then we will be proceeding with the other concepts that are to be taught. Okay, so we will be stopping our class over here. This was just to explain you how the graph goes. This keeps on continuing. Okay, but just to tell that 0, 360, 720 all are same. So that will be all. So I hope you learned something extra, and if you understood the class, and kindly you can suggest, and those students who did not find me rude, they can recommend your friends also to at least come and listen to the class. And those who think that I am rude, but I can't say that, please go and tell your friends, because they would never come to listen to me. So for all the students for whom I am not rude, you can share this video with your friends, ask them to come and listen to the class, if possible subscribe. That will be all. Thank you, and let's see the next class tomorrow. Thank you once again.